Why did you guys feel like, you know, this Epicenter Festival was the place, you know, for the unveiling? I mean, it's been 14 years. You guys haven't really taken the stage as House of Pain in 14 years. Why'd you think tonight was the perfect place to do that?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's the perfect or the unperfect place. It's just it was a timing thing. You know what I mean? And this is as good a place as any. And you know, between La Coca being its components at different parts of, like I said, Il Bill's out on the road with Muggs, or they're out doing stuff. You know, they released that record. He's got a solo record. So me and Eric are kind of still in LA, and you know, looking to do some stuff. Next year will be the 20th anniversary of Jump Around.
Right.
So we're trying to put some stuff behind that, looking forward to next year.
Okay.
But I think this is more like, okay, let's test it out, see how it runs, see what it looks like, and see what adjustments we need to make.
No, is this just a one-off show? Are you guys gonna be doing these frequently, or is there a tour coming?
This is a one-off show, like I said, and then hopefully 2011 we'll put a tour or something like that, go together, you know,
okay.
And in celebration of the 20th anniversary of Jump Around.
Any talk of maybe a new album?
Like I said, you know, you should tell me after the show tonight, then we'll figure it out. I'll know a little more.
All right.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's kind of one of those things, man. If I say something, it'll jinx it. You know what I mean? If I don't say something, it'll jinx it. It's like, if you ask Eric on one day, he'll say it's possible. If you say another day, he's not interested. If you ask him a third day, yeah, we're making it, and he's already halfway done with it. You know, so it just, it's one of those things, you know what I mean? So we're in that stage of the infancy right now where we're in the shallow end of the pool, making sure the water feels, you know, the right temperature, and if it feels right and everything goes according to plan, then, you know, hopefully we look forward to doing some stuff, and, you know, if not, hey, we're doing our own thing. That's why everybody kind of does their own thing anyway. That way it's not codependent on what they're doing.
Gotcha. And you kind of touched on, you know, what you're doing out here today. I kind of wanted to ask you, you know, how did you get involved? Although you kind of already answered, you're out here doing some promo stuff for the movie, but just if there's any more into that, how'd you get involved in the whole House of Pain thing, the whole La Coca Nostra thing?
Well, originally Danny was a friend through a friend in New York. I was working with Caves in northern Brooklyn and Ezak, and you know, I met Danny kind of lightly a few times, passed him a CD here or there, and he was kind of familiar with what I was doing. And early on, when I was like making what was supposed to be my first album, it ended up being like a demo. It's a long story, but Danny came out to Boston, and we did a track, and then you know, I ended up coming out to LA and posting up on his couch for 4 months, and recording with Lethal and stuff like that. So, and then, you know, that didn't really materialize at the time, but we still kind of, that's where the La Coca Nostra kind of seed was planted in the beginning, and then it ended up becoming something different than it started out being, and it became a beautiful thing. So that was kind of the beginning of that, and you know.
And how did Suburban Noise get mixed into that whole thing?
Exactly.
He wants to know too.
I mean, that was just, we ended up going into business with them to put out the record, and you know, it was the right fit for my solo album.
Okay.
You know.
I mean, real talk. I mean, you know, the record industry being what it is, or what it is not anymore. You know, there's only a few little labels that are like organically grown, and they know how to, you know, circumnavigate, you know, that major system that is not, that infrastructure is so gone at this point. And at the time we were going to try to put it out ourselves, which would have been ridiculous because we don't have the, you know, that infrastructure set up.
Right.
And Suburban Noise was, you know, highly interested, and they did have it. You know, we know these dudes for a long time throughout the, you know. So, you know, at first it was one of those things, you know, could we do it ourselves? And then we thought, you know, we better get some help. And, you know, so we took it to them.
So is it just a one album thing, or is it maybe a home at Suburban Noise for a while?
I mean,
we'll see, man.
Yeah, right. You caught us right at that cusp of like, we're trying to figure out, you know, what exactly 2011 looks like.
I got you. So right now there's no breaking news right now.
No, there's none. You know,
but I think like even me being like the youngest dude in the crew, man, like we all been around long enough to know, like, you never know what's gonna happen.
Oh, of course.
If you told me 5 years ago I'd be doing what I'm doing now with movie stuff and all that, I would have said you're crazy.
I imagine that's a trip.
So, I mean, you know, and you never know what's gonna materialize, and what does. You might plan on something happening, it doesn't happen, and you know, other stuff happens. But I think we'll do another La Coca record, and who knows what it's gonna come out on. We'll figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we come.
And my last question is kind of the question I ask everybody. You know, you guys have been on numerous tours, done numerous shows. What's your favorite venue to perform at? Anywhere. Or do you not have one? It doesn't matter.
I don't really have a favorite venue, do you?
I don't either.
Or a certain type of venue?
I think it's a great question. And after 20-something years of playing everywhere on the planet, I can't think of. I think it's more of a mood thing and a vibe thing at certain nights. I've done venues where I've done them once and it was like off the Richter scale and people were swinging off the chandeliers and then get back there 4 months later or 6 months later and just not feeling it at all.
Okay, so a lot of it has to do with crowd response and
crowd
the
response,
vibe and
your
everything.
mood. It's like, you know, those great shows happen when all those things, those planets align.
Of course. All right, well, guys, thanks for taking a few minutes to sit down with us, and you know, good luck tonight.
Awesome, buddy.
Look forward to the set.
Thanks, man. Nice to meet you.
You too.
After wrapping up my interview with House of Pain, I had some time to kill before their set. As luck would have it, I was able to catch the entire Bush set, which was basically hit song after hit song, including, of course, their mega hit, Glycerine. As Bush was finishing their set with Come Down, I made my way through the sea of people and got to the second stage just in time for House of Pain. After House of Pain, it was time to catch one of the night's headlining acts, Eminem. I'm guessing by this warm reception that I wouldn't be the only one with that idea. While most songs were limited to just a verse and a chorus, M did perform a couple of full songs, including his latest chart burner, Love the Way You Lie. Ah, Epicenter 2010. We shared good times, we shared bad times, we shared $10 beers. Wait, no we didn't, they're $10, go get your own. Anyway, despite the hike in session prices, the ridiculous 110-degree weather, and the occasional drunk fan, Epicenter was responsible for successfully bringing one of the best music festivals to Southern California this year. I'm already looking forward to next year.